was just sitting here thinking about women. I ain't got nothing but time to think about women. I'm talking about in a very healthy way. I'm just thinking about good women, women who got the potential to be great women. They might not be what people would call good women or whatever now, but that's because they're still sowing their royal oat. And seeing that I'm stuck in this situation where they keep playing with the test and sabotaging the test and telling the lie like I'm supposed to stay in hell and I'm supposed to stay here to collect stuff. That's it. After the collection done, I'm gone. Or I could leave. But I probably will still build here because it's beautiful here. It's very beautiful here. And I can deal with slums. I can deal with hoods. I can deal with streets. I ain't worried about them. I can build a mansion in the street. If I have to stay here, trust me when I tell you, I ain't got no problem staying here. My grandpa built this place. Him and May Francis, you know what I'm saying, people like that. Gangster lady. She was a gangster woman. She owned the clubs. And she was about the same age as my grandpa. So she was the one who fed me when I had nothing to eat. When I used to run to the window and get something to eat at the clubs, when she used to be the one to say, you know you too young to be in here. And she'll give me French fries and okra to eat. I be hungry. I be hungry. I ain't got nobody at the house cook for me. I don't know how to cook. I'm too young to cook. I be hungry. Ain't nothing to cook probably. But probably if it was just some old sandwiches. But anyway. So since they're sabotaging these tests and trying to keep me stuck, just understand that those of you who trying to keep me stuck, I'm doing something for God here. So the way you keeping me stuck is my mission. So, but I added on other missions. So one of the missions I added on, since I seen that I had to deal with this, what is it? The tool test. But surely I tell you the truth. Let me tell y'all something out there. I heard y'all cracking jokes. Like saying toilet warrior. I think you mean garden warrior. Because if they going through the toilet to collect my DNA in every way fashionable, then that right there alone should tell you the effect that I would have on your woman or anybody else's woman for that for that matter. So by me being the good spirited person that I am, you better thank God that I'm doing it with that they got me in this situation where you could call me a toilet bowl warrior. Cause trust me, I ain't never had a problem with a woman. Ever. Like I said a million times over, I always got treated just like the ones that get treated that's display men. I didn't never know. We used to get together and talk about it. We used to get together and talk about it. They were always, even my homies, they would always tell me, we'll crack jokes about it. We grew up together. We grew up together. We was in the street together. Little hood rats. They were like, man, you keep the baddest women, bro. You always got the baddest women with you. You better know it. I ain't never had no problem. But anyway, don't let your eyes fail you. So far, your eyes been failing you anyway. And the funny thing is that line out there on social media, y'all know it's all a joke, because you gotta have tools. You gotta have utensils to keep people laughing at me, because the real deal about me ain't no joke. So you can keep laughing at a lie if that's what you want to do. I ain't never thought a joke was funny when you was laughing at a lie. But you know, it's part of comedy, right? But anyway, now back to what I was trying to say. So I'm stuck in this situation where I almost I know I haven't, but I almost mastered all. So I done pretty much narrowed down some good potential women. If I was out, just put myself in another space, because, that's the way you do it. Like Eddie with the Boom Boom Room. So I'm putting myself in another space. And I'm saying, so who? Because I'm looking at all now. I'm checking their all out. I'm checking their DNA out. And I can do that because of who I am. And so I'm looking at their all, checking out their all. All right now. I'm checking out their all. They say we work all the time, y'all. We'll work till we die. My grandpa taught us a man that stopped working dies. My grandpa was cutting grass when he was dying. But anyway, so I'm observing this energy. Cause my father already told me it don't matter, I just gotta stay in the right line. If I did get in a situation to where I can make a choice. So I just be sitting here thinking sometimes. But so I'm looking at these women, right? One, I'm already pretty much connected to. It's just like the problem. Let's just look at it like this. I don't want to throw no hints. One, let's just say one is a revolutionary and one is a Christian. Both of them very good people though. Even though I probably done had some mishaps with them here and there, they both pretty good people. The problem is with one, it's the strictness of the to-do list almost. It's like the accomplished, like a list. It's a lot of red tape, which we know already is Christians. And I ain't saying it's bad, because what they expect out of me, they probably know more about me when it comes down to my identity than I do. So what they expect out of me is probably understandable, okay? She's definitely a good Christian. She's good enough, Everybody got problems though. So the other one is revolutionary. I could be a preacher. If I decide to be a preacher, I could be a preacher in the Christian world. And I can also be a revolutionary preacher. You get what I'm saying? But this not fact now. This is not no fact. This is just something I started. This is my Boom Boom Room. I'm like, so what choice do you make? You get what I'm saying? The good thing is you can utilize the oil. I don't want to do that because I feel like that's cheating. I can utilize the oil and find out who they dealing with sexually. But that's just so not fair. And I say, oh, well, I'm not dealing with you. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it like that. Because that's just so unfair, bro. I'm telling y'all, this oil stuff, y'all need to get into it. Well, no, you can't. Because you have to sin. See, I'm on a mission from God. So they look over a lot of stuff that I do. And I definitely got to make up for it, trust me. I get lashes too, y'all. But the beautiful thing about myself that I tell myself, and I know I'm going to start putting my foot in my mouth if I keep saying this, but I can count. When you really can't when you look at it internally and externally. But let's just say externally. I can count on one hand, and it's just one thing that I do that's against my father. And it's part of this mission. It's part of my purpose. It's part of the reason I'm here for God. And ain't got nothing to do with bending. This job that I got, this mission from God, after I accomplished breaking generational curses, I actually had to do the mission. And the mission was, it's like centuries ago, the family probably sold, or somebody probably made a deal with the devil, or somebody probably did something dark and sinister. And let's just say it's cultural, it's cultural activities in this royal family that have to be done to an extent. And they really not when you read the Bible, it's against all odds, basically. You know, it's just different. But you can't say it's run some royalty type stuff. So, but the problem is that the test been getting sabotaged, and they've been torturing and making people suffer to death. So that got to be fixed. I thought it was getting rid of the test all the way together, but I don't think that's it. I think it's stop sabotaging the test and stop sacrificing folks through the test. But anyway, so anyway, back to these dreams. So look at, you know, they're looking at these two women. They both got the potential to be great women, great wives, despite their differences. You know, y'all, we've got to understand that some people say, okay, you got a virgin, then you got somebody who done been up through there. Which one would make the better wife? I'm gonna be real with you. I hate to give you my answer, but I'm gonna give you my answer since I'm from hell, pretty much, purgatory. The one that would probably make the better wife is the one that done been up through there, probably. Because a virgin gonna always wonder. If she haven't sold her royal oath, unless that's what she are here to do and she's built to do, and that's what God put in her heart to do, and that's her mission, to be that, like my brother Jesus Christ, then she gonna always be wondering in her head, what is it like to experience this and this and this with this person? It don't matter who she with, who she decide to be with. She gonna always, cause it's all, she gonna talk to all these different female friends, no matter where she goes. She gonna say, I ain't been with nobody but one person. And then they gonna all say, they gonna go tell their friend, then they gonna all call her, tell them, baby, you ain't just been with one person. And then that's just gonna make her discouraged. So I would easily say, hands down, that the person who done been through the most would probably make the best woman. Because they know how to say no. A lot of time when people ain't never really been through nothing, they hesitate on saying no. And they hesitate, we all get hesitant in saying no, but they get hesitant in saying no when they should immediately say no. But anyway, so I'm sitting here thinking about this situation, if I can ever get to it. It ain't that big a deal. But, so it's like, what do you do? It ain't no right or wrong decision. It ain't no right or wrong decision. It's like, the way I got to, for one of them, the way I have to evolve will almost take me actually being in other situations outside of this situation. The expectations, the red tape that they need me to remove, I feel like will take me actually being in a relationship, honestly. Being in a different environment, being around people, and evolving to that statue. Otherwise, it's almost like I feel like, now this is just boom, this is the boom room. I feel like I would stay stuck in this position a very long time. You know what I'm saying? Just to elevate to that degree, which in other words, give her the opportunity to live her life, which ain't bad. You know, it ain't bad at all. Because it's almost like, let's say I'm 40 now, 41, whatever. Well, it's almost like by 50 years old, she'll be ready and I'll be ready. So it ain't bad. It ain't bad at all. So, cause some things that y'all want these advancements in, they really take time, y'all. This is not no overnight process. They really do take a lot of time. Before I ask somebody to stay stuck for 8 or 9 years, I would just pray and hope for the best and look forward to it. But I would want them to live their life as well, though. If that's the case in them situations. Because I was just sitting here thinking about that. If you can narrow it down to a group of women or 2 women, me, I always try to narrow it down to just 2 women. And what would you see? You know what I'm saying? And you still, it's like, you get a little bit more, it's like you're gonna, like, it's a gift. You can walk and do it. If you got 2 women, you can feel it. And what it is, you can feel that. The beautiful thing about it is this though. One of them have edited their chains. Let's just say that. So it ain't so heavy no more. All this, cause it's like the stipulations and the red tape, some of it is an illusion. Let's just say that some of it is illusion. The stuff that we are expecting, let's just use Christianity for example. The stuff that we be expecting out of people when we want people to be Jesus Christ, for one, we're not planning to be Jesus Christ. Like the person that wants somebody else to be Jesus Christ, you do unto others that you'll do for yourself. You feel what I'm saying? Why would you want to see somebody else elevate to Jesus Christ and you're not even planning on it? Okay? And then, two, we don't know how Jesus Christ truly was. Everything been so contaminated, we don't know. We know that my brother had to come here just like all of us in a human vessel and had to deal with human stuff like anybody else. And I know for a fact that a lot of his healing probably came from studying on himself and using natural remedies, herbs and stuff like that. And then it probably advanced from there. You got to start somewhere. So in this case, thankfully, that's good. And I'm proud of you Christians out there. Thank God. Y'all edit your chain because y'all ain't living by them. Can't nobody live up to these expectations, bro. Nobody. I done been with women. Let me tell you something. I done dated Christian women that I met their requirements. Okay? And they still, I never get in a relationship with them. I was just studying and observing them. We haven't had no sexual encounter. And I realized something about them. I realized that the men that they were dating, eventually I asked them, I'm gonna get to it. I realized that the people that they were dating don't even nowhere near meet these requirements. And they do whatever for these people. So I finally caught up with them and I said, why you do that? What this is? You gonna ask me to do all this. And I sat here and watched you. The people that you choosing to date is nowhere near presentable like you asking me to do. And she said, oh, I just need somebody to take around my family. See, you gotta get rid of that garbage. That's all garbage right there. You gotta get rid of that. You go with whoever you love. And your family just gonna, normally your family don't like who you love. So it ain't about what your family think about. You go with whoever God choose you to love. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it like that. Don't do it like that. So anyway, I was just sitting here thinking about it. 'Cause I got plenty of time to think about this stuff. Because they keep sabotaging the test. Let me give you an example. Like, let's say the test, you're supposed to win spiritual stuff and physical stuff. Well, as I win it, they take it away. I know why it's more spiritual. I ain't gonna talk about it. I sound crazy. But as I win it, they just take it away. So I was like, well, you know, I might as well observe the oil then. And so it's like, you put all your eggs in one basket and it's doing good. Everybody doing good. Everybody doing great. You know, so, but you know, things start to happen. And I'm the kind of person that observe. Like, let's say I'm supposed to go somewhere. I've been putting my money, all my eggs in this business. And I want to go get into this business. I'm finna go get into this business. But I keep getting these setbacks. Setbacks all over the place, and it's all revolving around this business. This ain't the case, though. Everything going good in this situation. With both of these two energies, everything is going great. But let's just look at the test situation, like why things keep being sabotaged, right? This ain't got nothing to do with them. So I'm the kind of person that'll look at that energy and I say, well, maybe I need to think about what I got going on a little bit. So never be scared to really think about the decisions that you are about to make. You know what I'm saying? People do me like that. or he ain't good enough, he argue, he fuss, and he too loud, he this, that. And they want me to meet this Jesus requirement, and they don't even know who Jesus is. This goes for anybody. I'm not throwing no hints now. I done been in this situation for too long in my life, so I can say it. And so it's like when I do it, I'm the bad guy. It's only fair. Because it's like if you keep on double dutching and you keep on telling me I ain't good enough, and then you going back and you getting to live a life and be with friends, do this and that, is it fair for Jesus to stay in them chains and stay bounded and stay by himself? He got to elevate. He ain't ready yet. Last time I checked, certain advances, certain ways to elevate, you got to be around the public. You can only advance so much in certain ways by yourself, and I'm advancing in those ways. But the way that y'all are asking me to advance in, it takes being around people. See what I'm saying? It's an illusion. It ain't gonna work. So basically, you telling a person like me, this is when they say I'm a genius, you telling a person like me, you gonna stay stagnated for a very long time if you don't die here. And then you got these group of people that might be all demons, and they telling you find out, hey man, this man got the light of God, or he might be the shepherd itself, it might be Jesus himself, and they gonna tell you, we know he need to stay stuck in hell. He gotta stay cursed, he gotta stay here. That ain't what it is. They only saying that shit because I said God told me that, but that ain't why God told me that, because the way they saying it. They got some shit to hide, they running. I'm doing this for other I'm doing this for other reasons, because the way they did stuff, it's like I gotta stand still. Look, just look at it like, let me give you a better example. The way they did stuff, it's like I would have to change my alias and my name to get out of the situation. And by doing that, I'm gonna forfeit everything that they stole. Now do we get it? So I ain't gotta talk no more about it. It's like when you let the energy, if justice in the physical don't wanna do nothing about it, then the justice in the spiritual gonna do something about it. And you gonna have to do something about it. And you probably gonna have to become patient like a shepherd and be still like a tree, because you just been sacrificed and you need all your energy back. And if you leave your energy, you're gonna have to change your alias, and you're gonna have to make you a whole new energy, which is almost like living all over again. That's why I'm saying I'm stuck. Ain't no curse about it. It's just somebody did a lot of black magic all the way up to the point that 2 or 3 people probably sold their soul just to keep me stuck. I know one of them was a stay here curse, but that shit almost over, bro. It's like I got like 3 or 4 years of that person issue, if that long. Cause I think it started about 7.5 years ago. And if it's the particular person I think it is, it started about 7.5 years, 8 years ago. I wasn't even here when it started. So that deal is almost up anyway. So it's like so many people kept sacrificing me. I couldn't believe it neither. It's hard to believe that, but you probably can be sacrificed more than one time, especially if you're a child of God. Because see, they trying to kill you. They gotta kill you if they sacrifice you. If they don't kill you, they kill themselves. So all these people that probably been sacrificing me, that's why they're not here themselves. And I done seen family members, close family members, convinced these people to do something slick like this. They won't do it, but they'll let them do it. And they get the karma from it when they do it to me. And they the one that wind up dying themselves. And then the person who convinced them to do all this evil be watching from the sideline, and they the one pick up the bag. I don't even get the money. This been going on for a long time now for me to explain it like this, trust me. But anyway, I'll just give y'all my train of thought. Peace and love out there.